Welcome back to Horrified. We're playing against the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and Dracula. Up first, of course, we have the Inspector. The Inspector's over here. She's got a 6 item. She can smash one of Dracula's coffins. So I think what we're going to do with her is she's going to take her first action and move over here to the camp. So that's going to be giving her down to 3 actions. Then she's going to take another action to move into the cave, leaving her 2 actions, and then an action she's going to smash the Dracula's coffin by spending the 6 by the revolver. So she basically shoots up Dracula's coffin. Let's go to Dracula's player board and see how that works. Alrighty, so our inspector actually got to the cave, smashed his coffin, so we put the smashed coffin there by spending the 6 cost revolver. And you can see here in a space of the coffin, use 6, any number of tokens adding up to a power value of 6, and the revolver itself is 6. Place a smashed coffin on the spot. So we've taken one of Dracula's coffins out, right on. Our inspector has 1 more action left. Let's see what she wants to do. I think with her final action, she's just going to move over here to the camp, because there's a couple of good items there that she could pick up. And that's it for her items, or her actions. Up next will be the mayor, but of course we have to have a monster phase, so let's get to that. Alrighty, it's monster phase time. Grab a monster card, and we're going to have 3 tokens immediately put on the board, so let's go ahead and do that. Top number, so our first token going to be at the Canoptic Jar at the museum. The museum's got all kinds of yellow items there now. And then we're going to pull out, wow, flowers at the docks. We're here with a knife. And our third and final draw will be some research at the tower. Okay, where one of our villagers is. Alright, and this looks like another villager going to come out. The Worried Fiancé. Place Elizabeth at the mansion. Alright, we've got to find the Elizabeth token. Yep, that's Elizabeth. If we take a look at her, and she's going to... Her safe area is the tower, but we're placing her at the mansion. So she's right here next to Dracula. That is not so good. That is not so good. Alright. And monster action, so we had a Frankenstein go, Bride of Frankenstein, and a Frenzied Monster. And of course our Frenzied Monster right now is Dracula. So Dracula's going to move 1 space to the nearest investigator or hero or villager and roll 2 dice. And unfortunately, Dracula is basically 1 away from Elizabeth, who just showed up. He's 1, 2, 3 away from the professor, 1, 2, 3 away. He's going to move right here to the mansion. So the poor frazzled fiancé shows up at the mansion. Dracula pretty much hunts her down. How appropriate. We're going to be rolling 2 dice. Let's hope we roll 2 blanks. That would be awesome. We roll 2 blanks. Oh my god. So basically nothing happens. She manages to hide, I believe, in the mansion from Dracula. Oh boy, that was something else. Alright, so that's the end of the monster phase. Up next, we have the mayor. The mayor's got 5 actions. The mayor's sitting right now at the laboratory. The mayor, though, wow, might want to try and rescue Elizabeth. She has to get Elizabeth. Oh my god. I wonder if we should try doing that. We almost should. As you can see, this game is tricky now because you have to figure out, do we want to tackle the monster actions to try and get rid of them? Do we want to save villagers? What do we want to do? If we can get her to the Institute, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The professor has this card he can play, which we could give the mayor 2 extra actions. We could actually have the mayor have 7 actions this turn. And you know what? I think that's what we're going to do. So the professor is going to spend this perk card. This doesn't cost any actions or anything. The current player takes 2 additional actions. Alright. What's going to happen is our mayor now is going to have 7 actions. So she's actually going to go 1, 2 actions to here, leaving her 5. And then she's going to use the guide. I thought weak one villager. We can move one villager to or from an adjacent space. So she's going to move this. She's going to move Elizabeth to her. So she calls out from the street to Elizabeth hiding from Dracula in the mansion. 4 actions left. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 actions, leaving her 1. And we now just rescued Elizabeth. We got her. Oh, shoot. She's supposed to go to the mansion. Hang on a second. Did that wrong. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 actions remaining here. That's correct, right? So we have to get her to the tower. Oh, my God. So we're going to... Oh, geez. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 actions. And 4, we're going to shove her over to the tower, which means she will be rescued. Did I do that correctly? I'm pretty sure she had 7 actions. She was here 1, 2, 3. She had 4 left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so we do, in fact, get Elizabeth to the tower. She gets rescued from the game. All is good. And that is now going to give the mayor, who is now out of action points, going to give her a perk card for rescuing a villager. So she gets, hurry, move each hero up to 2 spaces. And she can play that right now if she wants. Does she want to actually do that? Move each hero up to 2 spaces. I don't think we're going to spend that one right now. Alright, that was the hero's turn. Up next, of course, we have the monster phase. So we're going to draw a monster card, or event card, and see what happens. Alright, so far so good, he said. Alright, we have another villager coming out. Another 3 tokens show up on the board. Alright, getting a lot of tokens out on the board. We're going to start picking them up and using them. So we get a telescope at the mansion. Okay, telescope at the mansion. Another 2 more tokens. We get a mirrored box at the mansion. Wow, mansion is racking up some stuff. And we also get a torch at the barn. Where in the heck's the barn? The barn is over here. The torch at the barn. Alright, cool. That's what we've got for items. Professor can move any hero or villager 1 space, or he can take the actions for himself when we get to him. Alright, so we have the enthralled. Place Lucy at the theater. So Lucy, if I can find her, where is she? Is Lucy the little girl? That's Maria. Where's... Oh, there's Lucy. Okay, it just didn't quite look like the picture there. Not quite at all. If we take a look at those 2 pictures. Well, sort of, but not really. Place Lucy at the theater. Alright, Lucy's going to be at the theater. She needs to get to the mansion. Theater's here. Wow, cool. With the mayor, she needs to get to the mansion to be rescued. So there we go. Alright, what activates... Oh my god, Dracula's going to activate twice? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, because he's going to activate because of the Dracula symbol. Then he's going to activate again because he is the frenzied monster. So he gets to activate basically 2 times in a row. So he's going to go for the closest hero. Oh dear me. Well, let's... Oh geez. And we have our inspector and our professor. Neither of them have any... items. But you know what? We're going to have... Because it's equal distance. 1, 2 to the professor, or 1, 2 to our inspector. But I think we're going to have Dracula go 1, 2 towards the church. He's gunning for the professor, and we're going to be rolling 1 die, and then he's going to activate again. So 1 die, he gets a hit. Unfortunately for the professor has no items. Professor is knocked out. So the professor basically goes to the hospital, but he's going to revive here right away. And our terror track goes up 1 space because we had a hero get knocked out. Can't quite see that. Excuse me, top of the board. And we get the terror track up 1, or horror track. Alright, Dracula is going to move again because he's the frenzied monster. So he's going to go 2 towards the nearest villager and or hero. Goes for heroes first. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the inspector. 1, 2, 3, he's 4 away from... we're going to have Dracula go towards the mayor. So he's going to go 1, 2. So he's going to end up at the shop. The reason I'm doing that is because I want the mayor to come around this way on her turn and try and get to the mansion and drop off our hero. Cool. All right. That's it for the event turn. Up next, the professor gets to go. All right. The professor has 4 actions. The professor basically wakes up in the hospital down here, and he has 4 actions. He's got no items, though. What do we want to do? I think he's going to move 1 to the church for 1 action, and he's going to pick this up, so at least he has some items. That's going to leave him 2 actions. Move any hero or villager to a space, so he can move a villager or space. So can he move both of these, or does that cost 2 actions, 1 for the villager and 1 for the hero? Or does the hero automatically... I'm not sure about that ruling now. It's a little bit interesting. He does have 2 actions remaining, though. And so he might as well... I mean, he could move himself to the mansion, try and pick up this stuff, but he might get snacked on by the Wolfman. He's going to try that. He's going to take his 2 remaining actions. He's going to move to the mansion, and good luck with that. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's the end of our professor taking his actions. And now, of course, we go to the monster phase, and we're going to be pulling 2 tokens. All right, come on, mansion tokens. Let's gear up a ton of stuff at the mansion. The charm at the camp. Cool. Looks like our inspector's going to be picking up a lot of stuff. And we have a shovel at the graveyard. Okay. All right, shovel at the graveyard. That's it for 2 items. And now, as you can see, this is an Invisible Man activity, but we don't have the Invisible Man in our game. This is not going to happen. So it looks like we have the Mummy. We have, oh cool, the Mummy. We have Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Frankenstein monster. But all we're going to activate is Creature from the Black Lagoon. Going to move 1 space, roll 3 dice. But the good thing is, Creature from the Black Lagoon is down here in the crypt. Only going to move 1 space to here, heading for the professor. Creature from the Black Lagoon is not in a space with any villagers or heroes. Not going to be rolling dice to do anything. That's awesome. And that's going to be the end of our episode for today. So, relatively quick game. Like I said, if we run out of these cards and you need to pull one, you lose the game because you basically run out of time. And if we get our terror track, which you can't quite see until I do this, our terror track sitting at 1. If it gets here to 7, you also lose the game. So thanks so much for watching along, everyone. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Horrified, the board game. I quite like it. It's fun and kind of campy and silly, but I like it. Anyway, thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.